Yo, what it do, Ultimate Hustlers, Digital Empire Builders? Sorry for the tardiness, but today, as promised, man, I'm going to give you an inside look into my content creation strategy, and I believe it's going to bless some folks this morning. So comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand. As I get TikTok up and running, we're going to show them some love today as well. Let me know where you're from, the name of your business and or your brand, and y'all know how we do, man. Let's get ready to kick it this morning as soon as I find my intro video. There we go. Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, I apologize. I went on these St. Louis snowy streets and traffic was bananas, so it held me up a little bit. But nevertheless, I'm here, and you guys are going to learn one of my favorite marketing strategies. That is content creation, content marketing. I'm doing it right now. I'm creating content right now, and I believe today is going to be the last training for the week because I got to get on the road, man. But nevertheless, I'm going to try to make it power packed. We might go a little longer than we normally do because I want to walk you through step by step how I create some of the various forms of my content. Now, if you missed the benefits of content marketing and some of the types of content you should be creating, then go back to yesterday's episode because we broke it down thoroughly. So today, we're not doing none of that stuff. I'm about to jump into my screen share, and we about to get it in. So let me share my screen. What's going on, Relentless Defense Firearm Academy? So really quickly, if you do not know me, I am Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur and founder of the PLR Profit Society, an online community and mentorship program where it is my mission and my ministry to help people like you take your gifts, talents, experience, expertise, marry them with the right systems, tools, AI, and digital products so you can create a passive income empire for you and your family. So let me get out of here so I don't expose anybody's personal information. And then we're going to share that screen, this screen right here. If you want to learn more about my coaching program, go over to CortezHustle.com. There's 4 ways you can connect with me. And one of those ways is 100% free. Family First Design, LLC, in the building. What's going on? Brand new agency out of Wilson, North Carolina. We also got Wealth God's Way out of Brooklyn's in the house. So welcome to you, Dr. Regina, as well. So yesterday, y'all saw how I prompted ChatGPT to give me certain things, right? Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see. Now, I will recap this a little bit. If y'all want these prompts, like these, I'm going to start putting all my prompts on a document, which I'm going to give everybody who purchases the personal branding blueprint. It's $47. Go to branding.cortezhustle.com. But you can also join our free community, and you get to ask questions when we do things like our open office hours and our weekly group coaching, which we will have tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I've blown that up just a little bit. So if we just reverse a little bit and let's look at some of the prompts that got us this content, and I'm going to show you what I do with the content so that I create various forms of content and marketing materials for you. So the first thing we did was I said, I'm going to go back up here. All right, let's see. So the first thing I did was I asked ChatGPT, I said, please create, no, it's right here. I'm trying to create, let's see, okay, it says, I'm trying to create lead magnets for my product, the personal branding blueprint. What would be some great digital downloads to help me sell this product? They should be valuable enough to sell on their own, but I want to give them away as lead magnets. So it gave me a bunch of different things: a brand clarity workbook, 30-day personal branding challenge, social media branding kit, ultimate personal branding checklist, 10 personal branding mistakes to avoid. I think I'm going to do that one next, man. I think I'm going to do that one next. 10 personal branding mistakes to avoid. I did not mean to accept you on this thing, man. What are you doing? How do I get rid of you? Wait a minute, y'all. I kind of did a mistake. Well, I don't know how I accepted you or how to even get rid of you. Um, I don't know how to do that. Uh, Nevertheless, so on TikTok, it's me and William, right? Hopefully, you ain't doing nothing you ain't supposed to be doing, William, because you are live on this doggone stream. But I don't know how to not how to get you off of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream on TikTok, and then I'm going to come back and do the stream again. It's crazy that why would someone think that I want them on my stream and just ask to join and jump up on screen, right? I don't even know you. You don't even follow me, right? Nevertheless, that's a TikTok thing I got to figure out how to work out. All right, so now 10 personal branding mistakes to avoid. That is a very good one to do. We might even do that with some content. AI tools for personal branding success, personal branding content planner, email swipe files. These are great things. Then I said, okay, please help me create number 2, which is the 30-day personal branding challenge. Then it helped me create the actual structure of the challenge. Then I said, now tell me the best types of content to create in order to promote this challenge. Now it gave me a bunch of types of content: social media posts, live videos and stories, blog posts, challenge countdowns. It gave me all of this stuff, right? Testimonials, all the different types of stuff to create. And then I said, let's start with the social media posts. Give me, all right, wait a minute. I said, let's start with the social media posts. Give me 5 of each and put them in a table. Also add with each post an engaging caption with actionable steps, and make the caption in story form. When you're doing captions, guys, I find that it is always best to have your captions in a story format. And if you're giving value, always tell ChatGPT to give you 3 to 5 actionable steps. People want to, if they're reading captions and they're seeing headlines, they want to know, what do you recommend that they do? What kind of actions can they take? All right. So we did that. And then it started to give me carousel style posts. Now, I don't do carousels, but maybe I should learn how to do a carousel. I got my girl Martina on. Maybe she can help me with a carousel. That's not what I do. But I do like to do static images with quotes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I create my static images in a branded way using Canva templates. Is everybody tracking? Is that okay if I show y'all how I do that with Canva? So let's jump over into Canva real quick. And that's how I do my thumbnails, for those of you who may not recognize that fella, but that is my actual thumbnails, right? So I'm going to go back out of here, and I'm going to create an actual design from scratch and show y'all what I'm looking for when I'm looking at different templates to use. So I'm going to create a design that is Instagram story size design, right? So your story, Instagram story here. That's the frame that I'm going to use. The reason I use Instagram stories, guys, is because if I put music behind it, now it becomes a reel. It becomes a TikTok. It becomes a YouTube short. But all I'm really going to do is just create an actual template with my brand colors and a place to use this content. So what I look for in a template for the purpose of this piece of content, I'm looking for, is there a big open space for me to include a headline or a quote? That's number one. I'm also looking for, are there some elements included in the design where I can simply change the colors to my brand colors? That's number two. Then I'm looking for, is there a place for me to put a big smiling face because my face is just a part of my brand, as is my logo, as in my company name, as in my tagline, as in what I do, the problem that I solve. So what I like to do is I will come over here and I'm going to say digital marketing as a template. And I want to go and look at all of the templates that they have for digital marketing. If I scroll down here, you'll notice that if I look at this template right here, is there a big open space for me to put my quote? Yes, there is. I like the laptop because that kind of says digital something, right? And then if I'm going to put my quote here, does that leave me room to put my big smiling face? Yes, it does, because I can put it right over here. Right now, I don't necessarily put my name on the post. I will put it on there, but that's not necessary because I'm putting my picture on here, right? So that's a good potential one that I could use. But watch this. If I scroll down to this one has some elements. I can change those elements to my brand colors, which is dope. There's a box for me to put my picture in there. There is a place for me to put a good quote. So that might be one that I would use, right? Here's another one. The background image is one of a work environment. These elements I can change to my brand colors. I can put a nice quote there, and I can probably squeeze my picture in there somewhere like that. So, and then this one is one that's even more in alignment. So let's use this one, and I'll show you how I do this. So obviously, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take her picture out because she ain't the brand, right? So I'm going to come over here to my folder where I have all of my pictures of myself in here. So this is my folder. And I'm going to grab my... Now, I will say this too, y'all. Notice that on all of my stuff, I use primarily the same 2 or 3 pictures, right? I want you to think about somebody who is super dope and I love his brand. I want you to think about somebody like Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki has been using the exact same picture in his brand for 50 years, right? Robert Kiyosaki does not look like that today. But if you go to any of his branded content, he uses the same picture. Why? Because that picture has become a recognizable asset to his brand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up a little. I didn't want that to be opened up. I want this to be opened up a little bit more so I can move myself over just a little bit. All right, boom. So now I got my picture in here. Now I've got a place for a quote, and then I don't need this right here. I'm going to put my quote up here. Now, one thing I will do is, because I know I'm going to use this as a story on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, I'm going to use it as a reel on Facebook and Instagram. I'm also going to use it as a TikTok. I want to make sure that my face is above the fold on TikTok, because TikTok will sometimes cut you off a little bit. All right. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller so I can move it up a little bit higher. Now, here's where I'm going to put my quote. So I'm going to get rid of 2 of these because I only need 1. I'm going to go back over to ChatGPT and see what quote did ChatGPT give me. Your personal brand is a silent salesperson. So I like that as a quote. And I'm going to bring the quotation marks too. Copy. And go back over to Canva. And I'm going to put that in there. All right. Now, obviously, there's some adjusting that needs to happen. So I'm going to make some adjustments. Let's make it smaller. All right, boom. So like and so, let's make that a little bit smaller. And let's see how I can make some adjustments here. All right, I think that is somewhat okay. Now, the challenge is none of these are my brand color. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click here to change the color. My brand blue is a lot darker than that. So I'm going to go and grab my brand colors in all of these places. right? That's my brand color. Now, my background color is not this light blue. My background color is more of this gray color. Boom. So now I'm starting to have my brand colors all over the place. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change this to my dark blue, but I'm going to change this to my light green. All I'm doing, y'all, is you got to remember, when someone sees your brand, it should make them think of a story in their head about what you want your brand to represent. Guess what? When someone sees your brand colors, even if they see those brand colors on somebody else's brand, you know who wins the branding award at that point? See, you can see yellow and red almost anywhere on the planet, but I guarantee you a large percent of people, when they see yellow and red, think of McDonald's. Come on now, talk to me if I'm on point. There's a certain percentage of people, because they are so good at their branding, I don't care where they see that red and that yellow that McDonald's uses, they could see it on the bottom of somebody's shoe, and it's going to make that person think of a story that they have in their mind about McDonald's. So you want to get in a habit of using your brand colors everywhere that you can use your brand colors, because they are powerful. So I'm going to also manipulate these. I like the words in my quote to be really bold. So I like that a lot better. I'm going to move this guy down a little bit. I'm going to move these guys over a little bit so I have more room. I want more room for my quote to sing. So I'm going to move this guy over like that. Get rid of this guy altogether, because I don't need him. Now, this is where I could put my name if I wanted to, but I'm not even going to worry about putting my name. So I'm going to move this guy down just a little bit more. And now I'm going to open up this and see how much bigger I can get this quote before it starts to run off the page on me. Boom, I like that. I'm going to add an effect to this, just a little bit of a background shadow to potentially make it lift off the page just a little bit. And there we are. Now, because I operate from my phone when I'm in the field, I want to, when I use this template, I also want to have the caption at my disposal on my phone. So how do I make that work? I'm going to add a page. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add some text. I'm going to add a paragraph, and then I'm going to come over here to ChatGPT and I'm going to get the caption. Right? Boom. Copy. Then I'm going to come back over to Canva and I'm going to put this caption here, and I'm going to organize it in a way so that when I get ready to download this image from my phone so I can upload it to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or wherever, I just want to be able to copy and paste this caption. So I'm going to left align this. And then I'm going to increase the size just a little bit. And then I'm going to organize it a little bit better. So when I copy and paste, I don't have to make any adjustments. Right? So I'm going to come here, put a space there, put a space there. And there's your action steps. Join our 30-day challenge. So I'm going to remove this check mark here. Bold that, which the bold will probably not carry over to Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, but it helps me see. And then the last thing I'm going to do is, because I want to copy and paste, I want to make sure I put a couple hashtags. Hashtag personal branding. Hashtag always be branding in honor of my girl, Martina, Miss Brand You. And I'm going to say hashtag brand building. All right. So now what happens, guys, is when I'm on my phone and I'm in a place where I'm standing in line, I'm on my phone, I'm driving in a car, I'm riding in a car, my wife is driving, and I need to put up a post, I can go to the Canva app on my phone. I can download this image so I have something to put up, and then I can copy and paste this caption, which I already know is in alignment with the headline on this image. And guys, I would simply do this again. So how would I do it again? I would just come up here. I would duplicate this. Let's do another one really quickly. Now I'm going to move this one down because this is a separate one. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the caption. I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm going to move it down. So if you're on TikTok, just so you know, at Cortez Hustle on YouTube, if you want to see what we're doing. I'm sharing my screen with my YouTube audience. I wish I could do it for you guys on TikTok, but I can't do both at the same time. I'm going to figure out a way because I like to be efficient when I'm doing content. So if I could do screen share on both places at one time, I don't have to duplicate this training. So now what I have is I have two posts. Now, if I want to, I could come over here, change the background color so that the images are a little bit different, right? I could do this. Not saying that I will, but I could come over here and then I can change this to the gray. Change this to the gray just to give it a little bit of variance, right? Now, I'm going to come back over to ChatGPT and I'm going to get another quote. A confused audience never buys. Build clarity. Great quote for personal branding. Come back over here. Now I'm on page 3, so I'm on the second version of this. Boom. I like the way it fits right in there nicely. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the dark blue, even though it matches my brand. Let me see if I make that black. Does it stand out just a little bit more with this light green? I don't know. It might. Let's see. I think I'm going to make it black. All right. So I'll leave that like it is. This picture can stay if I wanted to. Now I have another quote card, but I need to add the second caption that goes with that headline. So I'm going to come back over here. That was quote number 4. Now I grab caption, including the emojis. Boom. I'm going to come back over here. And I'm going to get rid of all of this. And then I'm going to paste in the new caption. Now, these captions, I will rework them a little bit because I don't like the story mode that chat gave me in some of these. But nevertheless, you guys get the point of how I can create a boatload of content in a little bit of time, which allows me to stay super consistent. And this is a different type of content because it's a quote card versus a video content, which I am probably more known for creating video content than I am for anything else, y'all. So now, a confused, all right, so I don't need that. We already have the actual headline up there. So I don't need that. Confused branding leads to missed opportunities. Don't let that be you. Define your brand's core message, create a consistent voice, and look, show your audience why they need you. Now, am I drinking my own Kool-Aid, y'all? Did I create a consistent look with these two images right here? Brand colors, same picture, slightly different arrangement of the colors, and boom, I'm there. Let's do one more so you guys can see how to leverage these doggone templates in Canva. I am not a graphic designer, y'all, but I don't have to be. I pay $14 a month so I can get access to all of the premium designs in Canva. So let's go here and add a page. Now I'm going to go back up here to templates. Come on. I'm going to go back up here to designs. Now I'm going to find me another design. I like this one right here. Again, is there a place for me to put my picture? Right here in the middle. Is there a place for a quote or a headline? Right up here. All this other stuff can go away. Are there elements that I can change to my brand colors? The answer is yes. So I'm going to take off all the stuff that I don't necessarily want, but the layout is pretty solid. And I didn't have to worry about trying to figure out how to do that. The template is already there. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I'm a little vain like that, I'm going to go ahead and pull in my picture of my smiling face. Boom. Same picture, y'all. I'm not going with a different picture. It's the same picture. I'm just going to make sure that I got myself in the frame. All right. For some reason, there we go. Got myself in the frame. Boom. Let's see. Can I change the color to these? Absolutely, I can. So I'm going to change the color to my dark blue. And actually, I can hit here, and then I can come down here and say change all at the same time. Change all. Boom. Come down here. I need to change this color so it matches my blue. Boom. All of this stuff can go away. I will put my name in there, though. Now, I do have a name of a course, so all of this will go away, and I will put in here the name of the course, just for kicks and giggles. But again, I'm just building, y'all. So if I stretch this all the way over, that's the actual word. Can I stretch this element all the way over and it not grow? I don't think I can. Yes, I can. All right, boom. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this all the way over. Let's see, can I move it up where I still have a little space at the top and the bottom? No. Let's shrink it just a little bit. And now what I'm doing is I'm moving it with my arrow keys, y'all. There we go. And is it centered? Probably not. But I can move it ever so slightly to get it centered. Now I take the word and move that back up into the center. And then I'm just going to change the name from Join Now to Personal Branding Blueprint. Reduce the size so it fits. Just basic stuff, y'all. I'm not an expert at this stuff. There's my outline here. I need to change that to the blue so it matches. Now we rolling, y'all. Now all I got to do is put my quote on here. Just like that, y'all. A brand new and totally different template, right? So watch this. I'm going to come over here, personal branding. Let's go and get another quote. So we did quotes 3 and 4. Let's go up here and get quotes 1. Now that's more sales. What's holding you back? 2. Let's see. I think I got some more quotes in here. Let's see. Your audience is waiting for you to show up authentically. So I'm going to take this right here. Now, this is actually an opening line to a reel, but I can still use it as a quote, y'all. So I'm going to take this and reduce the size down to 100. Put my quote in there. Boom. And then I'm going to change because I like the fonts to be a little bit more bold. So what is that? I like that. I just don't have my quotes on there. Boom. And then I'll leave this white background. So I'll change the letters so that it matches my blue. And then the last thing I need to do is just add my name. So I'm going to come over here, add another element, text element. Boom. Headline, Cortez Hustle. Reduce the size. And I want that to fit down here in this little box right here. And boom. So if you guys are checking us out on TikTok, we are building content. And I'm just showing how I use Canva templates to create a lot of my content because I'm not a graphic designer, but I can create professional designs using Canva. So now I'm going to flip this and I'm going to make that my green. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add an effect. I like always to at very least put a background effect and make the background, the shadow dark. Kind of makes the text stand out a little bit. And boom, y'all, just like that. We've got 3 different templates. And man, like this stuff is not difficult, but the only way you get good at the thing is by doing the thing. I need somebody to put that in the comments for me so y'all understand. The only way to get good at the thing is by doing the thing. Yes, I can move through this stuff relatively quickly because I have hundreds of reps, if not thousands of reps of doing this stuff for myself and for my clients. So that's it. Now, what would I do next? I would do the same thing. Actually, I would not do that. I would come back up here. I would duplicate this, move it down. And then on this one, I grabbed a quote that didn't have a caption. This is actually well, it is a caption. So I'll grab that caption here, come back over, get rid of all of this stuff. And then I will put that caption in. Now, I wish I could share my screen from my phone because I would show you guys how I actually post this stuff to social media. So all I'm going to do is organize it a little bit better. So take that out. I'm guessing that's some sort of code that was within ChatGPT. Got my check marks here. Now, how many of you guys would like to see me do 25 of these in the next 5 minutes? All right, boom. So now I got the caption, and then, of course, I want to copy and paste and be done with this post. So I'm going to go ahead and add my hashtags. Personal branding blueprint. Hashtag how to build a brand. Hashtag branding tips. All right, boom. Let's go. Now, how can I use, if I wanted to just use a static template and I wanted to do a bunch of these in one sitting, let's just say I wanted to do 25. Say I'm in love with this template right here. I want to I want to really do something nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to hit Control. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to hit Shift on all 3 of these elements. And I'm going to group them together. Let's see, did I do what I was supposed to? All right, so I grouped all of those elements together. Actually, I didn't want to do that. Let's ungroup them. Because really what I want to do is I want to make a copy. Come on. I want to make a copy of this one. And I want to make a copy of this one. And I'm going to move these up at the top because, again, what I want to do now is I'm going to do 25 of these really quickly. But in doing 25 of them, I want them at the very top. I want people to know exactly what they're reading. They're reading a personal branding tip. So I'm going to call this template personal branding tips. I'm going to stretch this over a little bit and go with tips. All right. Now I can group them back together. I'm going to hold shift, click them both, hit group. Now, if I move one of them, they're all moving together. And that's actually, I grouped the wrong thing. So I need to ungroup because I didn't mean to group that background picture. Wait a minute. Come on. So I just want to group this and I want to group this, not the background picture. I'm like, why is everything moving? There we go. So now I'm just moving this headline. Boom. I think I'm fairly centered. All right, come on. What did I do? Let's position that back to the back. There we go. All right, so now let's scroll down and see how I messed this thing up, because I pushed this to the front and I need to position it to the back. So let's move it backwards, backwards, backwards again, backwards again. Maybe I just need to move this to the front. All right. So actually there's two elements here. I need to move all of this to the front. No, undo. So there's a few things going on here. Move this one forward. There we go. All right, so now I have what I want. I got my name on there. I got the personal branding blueprint. I got branding tips. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back home and I'm going to show y'all how to create a bunch of these very quickly. All right. So I'm going to go home. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm going to copy this design right quick. So I'm going to say I'm going to make a copy. And then this time when I open it, I'm going to delete everything except for the design that I want to make a bunch of posts with, right? So I'm going to get rid of this one. Get rid of this one, get rid of the caption, get rid of this one, get rid of the caption. This is the one that we want to keep. And then I can get rid of the caption. So if you have the paid version of Canva, they have this thing called bulk create. What's going on, Lee? I see you. They have this thing called bulk create, which allows me to create a bunch of designs at one time. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and tell ChatGPT, I'm going to say, please create for me 25 personal branding quotes that are provocative and somewhat controversial, aimed at coaches, consultants, authors, and speakers. Put them in a single column table for me, please. All right. Now, I want them in a single column table so I can copy and paste them into Canva real quick. All right, so it's analyzing what I'm asking, and let's see if it gets it right on the first try. Because if it does, this bulk create is a game changer for you. All right, boom. It's working. It's working. It's working. You didn't put them in a table for me. You did not put them in a table for me. Let's see. Please remove the numbers and provide them again. So I don't necessarily have to have them in a table. I might still need them in a table. Wait a minute. I'm going to stop this. Because I do. Let's see. I need them in a table so I can copy and paste into an Excel sheet. All right. So you just got to know how to talk to chat. And so maybe this will get me what I want. But once I have this, the bulk create function in it seems there was an error generating the downloadable. Okay, there we go. This is what I need. All right. This is what I need. This is what I was trying to get it to give me. All right, boom. Did it give me all 25? All right, that looks like about 25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this first one. Copy, come over here. And because this is the longest one, if I get this one right, then all the other ones should fit. This is the longest quote, at least that I could see right off the bat. So any other quotes that are relatively long should fit in here. And I'm creating the design so that I know what the rest of them will look like. I'm trying to get them all to be as close to this as I possibly can. Some of them may still need a little bit of adjusting, which is okay. Again, AI and this technology is not designed to alleviate all of your work. I'm going to create 25 of these in 5 minutes. If I have to adjust 5 out of 25, that's the work, y'all. There's nothing wrong with doing the work. We're so confused about how this technology is to make us, give us the ability to do more work, not create situations where we do no work at all. All right, so I like that. So now what I'm going to come over here to do is I'm going to go back to chat, and I'm going to copy all of these. Copy. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to hit apps in Canva, and then I'm going to hit bulk create. Again, I do believe that this is only available in the paid version of Canva. I'm not sure. You can test it out and see for yourself. Then I'm going to say, okay, I need to enter the data manually. Now it gives me 2 columns, but I'm only going to need 1 column. So I'm going to change this from name to this column is quote. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste all of my quotes in, and I'm going to hit done. Boom. Now that it's done, I need to do what's called connect the data. I need this box to be connected to my quotes. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to come down here where it says connect data. It says, do you want to connect this to the quote or to the email? Remember, we didn't use the email box. We're only using the quote box. So I'm going to say, I'm going to connect this to the quote box, right? And then I'm going to continue. Here are all of my quotes. Do I want to create 25 pages? The answer is yes. Generate. Now it's actually duplicating that situation and creating an entirely new folder with 25 quotes in it. Now, somebody look at that. Would you look at that? Come here and look at that. Your logo isn't your brand. You are. Stop hiding behind your business name. Your clients want to know you. A great personal brand doesn't just attract, it repels the wrong people. Y'all see that? And because I use the longest quote to set the template, the shorter quotes are kind of pretty much in a line. Now, if you're a perfectionist, you might want to come down here and you might want to move this and center it between that gap if you want to. But for the most part, we are solid. A confused audience never buys. Clarity is non-negotiable. Look at that. 25 quote cards, posts, or images in a couple minutes. One prompt to ChatGPT and one template built in Canva, which literally took me about 5 or 6 minutes to adjust these brand colors. And all 25 of them, y'all, hit, except for this one. This is what I mean by the work. So out of 20 so far, one needs adjusting. And all I'm going to do is stretch this out and then make sure it's centered again. So one needed to be adjusted. Let's see. 2 needed to be adjusted because this one is kind of long as well. Boom. Make sure it's centered. So out of 25, 2 needed to be adjusted. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And ladies and gentlemen, if I wanted to do this with short video templates inside of Canva, I can do that, right? Anybody, would y'all be interested in seeing how I can do the same thing with a video template? Now, I don't know. We are already beyond time, and I don't know if we're going to do open office hours a day, but I can do the same thing with a video template, right? Just picking up and carrying it all the way across the finish line. I appreciate you, Martina. So this is how I create a bunch of other types of content. See, if I go here, I'm going to show y'all this real quick. If I go into this AI tool right here, right? I like some people who are doing this at a high level, they don't give y'all their tools, right? I'm going to give y'all this tool in the comments real quick. Click on it, bookmark it, and I'm going to show y'all something else, and then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. So now I use 2 different tools for this. Click on this tool, bookmark it. That way, if you guys decide to buy it, I mean, y'all are, I'm at least an affiliate. You guys can show your love by at least getting the tool through me. So let me show y'all what this thing does. A couple of days ago, I did a Facebook Live called What is a Personal Brand? It was 30 minutes in length. I uploaded that video into this AI tool and I clicked a button that says Get Clips. Now watch this. This thing turned that 30-minute video into 12 shorts that all I have to do is download if I want to do some additional editing outside of this tool. But I'm going to show you something that it's even crazier than me downloading the tool. Now that I have these 12 reels, y'all want to know how it's tough to beat me if I really invest in myself. I'm not afraid to invest in tools like this. I'm going to show y'all something really quickly about this tool as soon as it comes all the way up, right? I know I'm hogging up a lot of bandwidth at the same time. But this tool, the reason I don't mind doing a live like this every day, because I understand that I'm going to take that live and I'm going to turn it into other forms of content. How many of you guys realize that I could take this live right here today, have ChatGPT transcribe it, and then have the transcription put back into ChatGPT and say, turn this into a workbook with step-by-step instructions. And now you got a video and a workbook with step-by-step instructions on Cortez Hustle's content strategy. I hope y'all seeing that this stuff does not have to be hard. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit edit. Now, just like with Canva, I can create templates inside of the editor in here. I'm going to go up here to my templates, and you see what this looks like now. Watch how it changes when I change the template. See, I have a saved template that says I want all of my videos to be uniformed. So I want them to have my logo at the top. I want them to have my dark color outline, and I want them to have my YouTube channel on all of the videos. And I'm going to put my background effect on here and my shadow. And now watch this, y'all. I could download this video, or if I have all of my socials connected, I can come over here and it's already linked to all of the social media accounts that I want to post. I can even click here and tell AI to write a caption based on the transcript. And then all I have to do is schedule this to show up on my timeline while I'm out of town over the weekend. Boom. I got 12 clips from that one video, right? If I go back to another video, let me see if it will show up in time. So last week we did what? We did how network marketers can use AI to build digital products. That was a 42-minute training. I put that recording of that training in here, and it created 17 clips in about 5 minutes. So if I wanted to, between 17 clips plus 12 clips, that's almost 30 clips, guys. If I schedule all 30 of those clips, I can put 3 clips a day out for the next 10 days, and I can do that in less than 20 minutes because I'm not afraid to invest in myself, in the tools that will allow me to be more productive, to allow me to be more effective and efficient at the same time. So should I open office hours? Do y'all got questions? If I open office hours, will it just be me in there? Or do y'all got some questions? Y'all want to hop in open office hours for about 15 minutes? Because I will for y'all, because I love y'all. But if not, then I don't have to, right? That's awesome. Investing is the key. Dr. Reunion says, yes, open office hours. CortezHustle.com/open office hours. That's how you get the Zoom link to hang out with us in the room. I will open for the next 15 minutes. So this is officially, because I do have to hit the road, y'all. I had an emergency trip that I have to take. So this is officially the last live training for this week and next week. But y'all know I'm not going to leave y'all hanging. I'm going to do some rebroadcasts for y'all with some of my most popular strategies so that y'all can see how you can still be effective even when you're on vacation. So you will have some training queued up for you guys for the next 10 days. I'll try to go as live as much as I can while on vacation and sharing with you guys some of the experiences that me and my wife are going to experience on this cruise. So again, until next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.
Yo, real quick, if you're catching this live, then you can hustle on over to CortezHustle.com/open office hours to join us in a private Zoom room to get your questions answered. If you're watching this on a replay, then YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. And don't forget to hit the smiley face to subscribe to the channel, and check out CortezHustle.com if you want to join our free community.